So I find that.
Man, look, he is a president in Pampers. He's just throwing attitude and just acting like a little kid for no reason. So, I mean, I saw that post and I saw the interview that Steve Kerr did, and they took a soundbite which made it sound like, oh, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Right.
But he later went on to say, like, I'm trying to educate myself on it.
Right.
My brother's he's a Chinese historian.
Right.
Like, that's what his brother does for a living. So he's getting information from him and say, hey, where should I start getting educated? So I don't see nothing wrong with that perspective, but I wouldn't want to comment on something that I didn't know nothing about.
Especially in China. That's a smart move.
Yeah.
That's a smart move when you speaking for the whole NBA. I mean, basically, I think that Adam Silver told them to kind of just, take the low road, don't speak much about it.
Because there's millions of dollars that they could be leaving off the table. Yeah, billions even,
let's just go do what we got to do, and we'll handle that when we get back. We can't be over there, popping off. I wouldn't want to. Because of Deville, the real deal, true player for real. I'm plugged in, man.
Oh, we got the Today's in Hip Hop, So Today in Hip Hop, KRS-One dropped his second solo album, KRS-One.
And
that was 24 years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm sure. 24 years ago, my bad.
Before you were born.
Yep.
Okay, you have no idea who KRS-One. Well, you may know who he is.
I've heard the name.
Exactly.
I've heard the name. I've never really heard. I've heard the people that I view as greats pay homage to him, so I know he must be.
That's what I was going to say about the guy. I did, unfortunately, kind of not necessarily grow up on him, but I had a KRS-One tape, just because of he had one or two songs that I, back then videos were not as available, so we kind of had to be. They would just kind of put whatever videos they wanted on, and we watched them. So that's how I was familiar with him. I don't know how I ended up with the tape, because he didn't look like the rappers that I like. Like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. Eric B. and Rakim was people that, and LL Cool J. Those were people came in that same era that I really, I vibe with. KRS-One didn't really look like how the kind of dudes who I looked up to, but his name did, float around there. But what I wanted to say was, evidently though, a lot of people that we look up to hold him to a high regard, including Jay-Z and I wonder, was KRS-One on T.I.'s list?
I think so.
That would be interesting to find out.
He was,
because a lot of people spoke heavily and highly about KRS-One. I personally, did not gravitate to the music. He was an educational brother. I do like that part about it, because, even now today, I'm more into, I like to be educated. That's more, and if I was to rap, or when I do rap, I kind of try to be informative and educational. So I'm along the same lines, but I just don't hold him to the kingdom that a lot of the, New York historians kind of. Maybe I need to do a little more research, but again, I'm pretty sure a lot of young people, I think we were saying earlier, young people don't know who KRS-One is, nor do they care. Yeah. And I think what happened was that KRS-One was hot at the time, but I'm scratching my head to see or to think, was he as hot, as long as some of the artists of late? Like, for example, Drake.
Yeah.
Like, he was hot for 10 years straight. I don't think that, and he dropped hit after hit after hit after hit. And so I don't think KRS-One in his heyday dropped that many hits for that amount of time back to back to back.
I think he was, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm a little uneducated, so, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I feel like some people are popular in the charts and some people are popular in the streets.
Okay.
So I feel like KRS-One might have been one of those guys, because, like I said, I've heard the name. I don't think I've really sat down and listened to it. So I've seen interviews.
Right.
Sounds cool, sounds great and all that, but I think he's one of those more street knowledgeable rappers versus being one that's a household name, which people like that come and go all the time. Right. Not saying that he's just one of those.
Activist. I think that's what he was. Yeah. He was an activist for hip hop. So he was kind of like the dude who, if whoever was coming up was hot, he was like, yeah, you should. He was probably like trying to force hip hop to become mainstream like it is. I think he was more pioneerish like that. More so than like
a founding father kind.
Yeah, he was more so of a founding father, more so than one who gonna give you the hits.
Okay.
That's what I would chalk that up. But on this day, in history or in hip hop, KRS-One dropped his solo album, his second solo album.
Yeah. And also today on hip hop history, Biz Markie dropped his second album, The Biz Never Sleeps, on October 10th, 1989.
Biz is still around. You know, he DJs now.
Yeah. I see. I mean, I listen to his music. That's his like
definitely older than you.
Yeah, but I've definitely heard his music. You know what I mean? I've heard his beatboxing and all that stuff. I've definitely seen him DJ. He's most notable for me because I've seen him on Wildin' Out. Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out, which is like a little hip hop show that goes on MTV and whatnot.
I like how you saying that like I don't know what Wildin' Out.
I was just making sure for the listener that might not know what it is.
Yeah, I thought you were referring to me.
I just like to treat the people.
Now, I don't watch it. I am familiar with it.
Okay, yeah, but that's where I seen him on most. Mm-hmm. That's where he's most fresh in my mind from. But I have heard the music as well.
Yeah, well, shout out to those two cats, man. Thank y'all for everything y'all did, man. We're going to definitely walk through the door that y'all, kicked down for us. Real to real, we on our way, man.
Definitely, for sure. All day, every day, man. And, I know T.I. did his top 50, but I think it's our time to do our little top 5.
Yeah, I'm always up for that.
We always do top 5s. If you don't know, again, we got hot topics. We got today's in hip hop. We got top 5s all day, every day, man. And we always giving y'all the freshest, flyest content with a little bit more flavor than the next guy.
Yep.
So, our top 5 today, we talking about top 5 cars.
Cars. Okay.
Every man love a car.
I should have did a little bit of preparation on this.
Okay.
I want you to go first because I like when you go first to give me some time to think.
I got you.
So you got a few?
Yeah, I got a couple. So these aren't necessarily like the flyest cars of all time, but these are like the ones that look. Because I'm more of a guy that's like I go based off of looks more than name.
Okay.
So a car on here you might not necessarily know the name or know it off the top of your head. But some of them you will. But let me just get right into it. So my first car is a GTR. It's a Nissan GTR. It's
man, you got a Nissan on your top 5.
You got to see it, bro. Man, hey, come on, bro. Just listen.
That's where we draw the line at, man. You out of all the brands in the world, man, the historic
I get brands, you. I understand.
That whole value, man, you come out with a Nissan.
I want the people and you to recognize that every top 5 that I've delivered, he's criticized in some way.
No.
And listen to me. Wait till I make my point. Criticized in some way. And he come around, the next podcast is like, I see where you was coming from. Okay, I see that. When we did the top 5 females, he said, okay, I see what you're talking about. Top 5 rappers, you see what I'm talking about. So I want you to look it up.
Did not have the motherland in your top 5.
I had Jamaica, which is my direct lineage. I understand that's the OG. I'm telling you right now, you go and ask 100,000 black people right now, I bet most of them will not have Africa in their top 5 destinations of all time.
All right, so we're going to ask 10. I'm going to definitely ask 10.
All right,
y'all,
that's fair.
Hit us up,
that's
man.
Fair.
Let's go through our socials.
Yeah, okay.
Again, my social media is at Cuzzo Deville. That's KUZZODEVILLE. We definitely got to find out if Africa is in your top 5 places. I definitely got to know that.
And I'm on IG and Twitter at Dev_904. That's DEV_904. And again, Africa may probably in my top 10, but it's not in my top 5.
All right, so let's get back to this top 5 cars. You said Nissan, what now?
Nissan GTR.
GTR.
Just write it down.
What do you
look
like
it up
about
later.
that? What do you like about it?
It's the look of it, the sleekness.
The look. Okay.
It's also, one of the fastest cars in the world.
Okay. Right.
But again, this is my top 5. Yeah, I'll hear yours in a second. Ford Raptor. Is that a truck? Is it a truck? Are we allowed to do trucks? Come on, bro. You gotta look it up before you start criticizing.
Nah, man, you trying to tell me out of 5 cars in the world, you got a Nissan and a Ford?
I'm not. Call me against the grain. Call me against the hype. I'm not with.
Me, man.
I don't need I got a Lambo on my list. Is that what you want to hear, bro?
That's more.
I got a Lamborghini on my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Lambo. I'm listening.
All right, Dodge Viper.
You got me.
Come on, bro.
Hey, man.
Come on, do your research. You got to look it up first. You start judging, bro. You got to listen. You got to look first.
American car. You name 2 American cars. Is Nissan
everybody got Ferraris. Everybody got Lambos. Everybody got Rolls Royce.
No interest in luxury foreign cars.
I mean, they're nice, but I mean, I feel like with these cars, I don't know, something about. I mean, I get where you coming from. I see what you're talking about, but this is just my top 5. This is where I'm coming from.
And I'm just disappointed. That's all. I'm like, you said.
And then my last one, so I got regular no, I got the regular Lambo, the coupe. I already told that, but I want to throw the Lamborghini truck. No, I want to throw the
Pontiac.
No, I want the Lamborghini truck on my list too, on my top 5. That's my 5 right there.
So you got the regular Lambo and the truck.
Yes, his and hers.
Man. Oh man, that's probably. Oh my God, your Jamaican father's rolling in his. I mean, I don't understand, man.
Be all right.
He would be upset with this.
My top 5 is nice. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even. So you do not have a Mercedes Benz anywhere in your top 5.
For what?
You don't have a Benz in your 5?
They're overrated, bro. Overrated.
Come on, man. All right, so we're gonna go with any type of Benz, bro. For my, I mean,
just
off
the Benz
the top.
in general.
No, I'm just saying, I definitely like the Maybach. Of course,
nice,
Maybach is I think I'm gonna be able to get one of those here shortly. I was kind of tight when damn Rick Ross named his company Maybach. Made me, I'm like, damn. So there goes that. The Benz truck was a long aspiration of mine for a while. But again, since you don't have Mercedes at all, again, the between the 500, between the Maybach, between the truck, we just gonna say Benz because I'm already smashing your list already.
Just off the one, okay.
So I'm gonna go with Cadillac, bro. Again, now the Cadillac that I was very close to getting was the drop. I don't know the numbers and letters on them. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever, are you familiar with that movie Entourage?
Yeah.
You remember that one Cadillac they had? That was drop top?
Yeah, okay.
Like that, I got it in my phone. I don't know. It's a drop top. The doors open they open backwards like the Wraith.
I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to think, but I'm not too knowledgeable about Cadillacs like that.
Right. Again, it's old school pimp shit, man. It's like real, you know what I'm saying, player. You know what I mean? They don't say true player for real because it rhymes with Deville, man. I'm really a real life player, man. And that's a player's paradise. Again, think about it, man. Everybody had a Cadillac, man. Everybody wanted a Cadillac. It's a staple in American history. Even, you know, I'm pretty.
But that's how long ago was that?
That's just, you got to pay homage, man. You got to be able to, you know. Again, I'm disappointed that none of your top 5s was nothing that's classical and nothing that's traditional.
When it comes to my cars, I'm in the future with it.
I understand that, and so let's look out for the new Nissan coming soon.
Oh man!
But anyway, so again, Benz, Cadillac. Again, I would probably definitely have to go Rolls Royce. Either the Wraith. I like the new Wraith. I mean, again,
Wraith is nice.
So if I show you a picture in my Wraith. Well, it's not mine, but
I was saying your Wraith.
No,
let me get a ride.
I drove. I pulled up the Range and Reebok with a Wraith before.
Okay.
Yeah, like
stunting
on some real. So again, the Rolls Royce, I like that brand. Again, the Jaguar, man. Jaguar, man.
The F types are nice.
I know they are.
Yeah.
Again,
those are nice.
I can't really pick a particular model because I'm just going with when you named the GTR. And the Viper, what Ford truck did you say?
The Dodge Viper. The Ford truck was the Ford Raptor.
The Raptor. Okay. So when you
I like trucks too. That's the thing. Yeah.
When you start naming those kinds of vehicles, I can just go with the van, the model, more so, or not the model. I guess the what you call it, the make.
The make. Yeah.
The make. Okay. So again, Rolls Royce, Benz. Tesla, man.
Tesla?
Yeah.
You telling me?
I'm just saying because, I mean, now I'm going make-wise. Now, that was off the dome. I'm jumping out the window with that one. But, again, the self-driving cars, bro.
I mean, that's cool. I'm not saying that's not
but
fire.
I'm just saying.
But they don't look appeal. I haven't seen the Tesla and I'm like, oh, man, that's fire.
No, nah. But
I mean, it sounds like a spaceship.
You know what it's about. So I just thought you were saying future.
A lot of cars, if you get a brand new, if I got a brand new damn Nissan GTR,
they drive by themselves?
Yeah.
They drive by themselves?
Nah, not by itself, nah.
So
I don't know. That's the one car on the market